Hey y'all, it's Raizu here, and today we're back to Modulo Chapter 3.
So in this chapter, we're following our new trio of Tsurugi, Yuka, and Mero, and I guess they're going on like their second mission. This mission involves them going
Shark?
after what is implied to be a like cursed spirit shark thing. It's like floating around, it's
Jaws.
attacking, killing people, and it's
Now that I look at the shark, it just looks lifeless. Like, I don't know, this is no soul in that thing. And it's in the forest, swims through a forest, which is a weird place to be swimming for a shark. Swimming for anything in general.
happening in a very odd area, which is in the Gifu prefecture of Japan. Now, normally that would be fine because it's just Japan, but since the whole Inhuman Makyo event, 60 years ago, which was like the end of Jujutsu Kaisen essentially,
Yep,
cursed spirits have
we
kind of
know
been
what happened to
centralized to just
Sukuna.
Tokyo and that Inhuman Makyo area. Add to the fact that it's also landlocked and, sharks need to swim in water or whatever, it's unusual. So they're going there to try to stop this thing. As I went through this chapter, I was like, what's the point of this? Where is this going? Especially like as it unfolds. But once you get to the end, or at least when I did, I thought, oh, this was a necessary chapter. It was actually pretty good because it's
Is that
mainly
a
just to
shark?
expand Tsurugi's
A
character,
human
which I
standing
think
shark?
is great because
Tiger?
now we just have a better understanding of him and he's more fleshed out. And I'm
Kusaka
sure
baby too.
in the following chapters, Yuka and Mero will get the same treatment. And I like this. It does show that Gege is improving because I felt like the original series kind of lacked this to a degree. Somewhat with Megumi, but I think mostly with Yuji, to be honest. Trigger warning, I'm going to criticize Yuji as a character. I feel like he needed much more fleshing out and depth in the original series.
He's
He
not
always
wrong.
felt kind of shallow to me as a character. Almost like Gege kind of just needed an MC for the sake of it being a shonen manga, and it was almost like he was an afterthought. He was kind of just put in there because everything else was just so much more interesting, and he didn't really have that one singular character. You know what I mean? Of course, this is just my opinion, and you can watch several other video essays that are like an hour long on Yuji, on YouTube, that will make you think he's the most complex character to ever be written. But to me, I feel like he was kind of shallow and still kind of is. And that's fine. It's not like
He's
every
not wrong.
MC
I
has
do
to be
think
Paul
Yuji could
Atreides,
have
but
some
that's just
more
how I feel.
improvements to
So,
his
like I said, I
character overall.
appreciate that Tsurugi is
Oh,
getting
baby
a
tiger.
more fleshed out treatment here. And it's only just the third chapter. It will continue to go on as we go through these 6 months of this series, or at least at this point, it seems like this series is just going to last 6 months. I'm pretty sure that's what Gege had initially planned out. But anyway, back to the chapter itself. In the beginning here, we're seeing that as they're on their way to Gifu, they're like briefing each other about what's going on. And we see that Tsurugi has animosity towards Meru because at the end of the previous chapter, Tsurugi unknowingly had met Meru's brother, who I believe his name is Cross. And the whole thing about them is like there's a dichotomy. Meru is like Gary Stu, Deku, Tanjiro type, and Cross is more like a Bakugo or like
Opposites.
first 70
He's just the
chapters of
opposite of
Bleach
Maru.
Ishida type. And they had the moment where Tsurugi was like trying to be friendly with him, thinking that he was Meru because they're identical twins. And Cross was like, don't talk to me, get away from me and all that stuff because so understandably so Tsurugi still thinks that that was Meru last night since he's not aware of the twin dynamic yet. Also, it is understandable that they're not just like talking this out, like why Tsurugi isn't just straight up asking Meru like, "Hey, what happened last night? Why did you act that way?" Because they are teenagers, so it's not like they're super emotionally intelligent and going to try to talk through everything. I mean, granted, it seems like adults nowadays don't even really do that too much. Like Gen Z, millennials, not all of them, of course, but it seems like a lot of them, and I'm speaking, as one of them, serious lack of emotional intelligence nowadays. But anyway, one of Yuka's very few lines of dialogue in this chapter is like valuable exposition for, I suppose, like casuals coming into this manga. Because Tsurugi's like, you don't know what cursed spirits are? Talking to Meru, you guys use jujitsu too, right? And Yuka's like, cursed spirits are incarnations of a
So he
key
don't even
or
know.
energy that leaks out of people in this country. That's what yokais, ghosts, and apparitions really are. And I appreciate that because, like I said, it gets us refreshed, but also it's for sure going to play into how that works with the alien race of the Sumerians or whatever they're called. I want to say
Oh, that's
Sumerian,
the
but that's
triple
not it.
chin guy.
Sumerians? Yes, Sumerians. I can't wait to see how that dynamic works with the Sumerians. Like, they're going to create, like, these weird alien cursed spirits. Anyway, they eventually get to the place of
Oh,
where these shark
where'd the
attacks
shark come
happen.
from? Sure,
And
this
it
came out of
turns out that
nowhere.
it's actually not a shark. It's a
Oh,
former Jujutsu High
oh,
sorcerer
I
who's
saw him
now 36
before.
years old
He was
in
wearing
a
a
shark
shark
costume.
costume.
His name is Osada. I think that's all we're really getting on
That's what
here.
I was talking
And
about
I'm
before.
pretty sure he's going to come back into play later on because of what he reveals his curse technique to be, and that is seance. Now, if seance sounds familiar to you, that's because we saw it in season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's that technique that that old granny lady uses to
Oh,
freaking
and he
bring
got
Toji back in that iconic
murked
sequence.
by
Now,
Toji
the way
then.
that it worked in the original series was that
And
it
ski
granted
mask
the
guy.
user the ability to contact the dead and summon their body or soul's information. Shapeshifting into that person while using a summon requires their corpse. Transforming into someone using their body's information allows the shapeshifter to utilize their physical abilities. The technique is supposed to signal its own end when the shapeshifter's cursed energy runs out, even if the original caster dies. Now, that for sure was based off of the Edo Tensei from Naruto, which is cool. I loved the Edo Tensei from Naruto. I'm sure that's extremely polarizing, and that's fine. One day, I hope to make a video essay about that and how I think that strengthened the Fourth War and just the series overall. But anyway, Osada's technique works a little different. He says that my curse technique seance allows me to summon and draw out the powers of whatever I wear, regardless of location.
Oh, so
So
he
this
can
guy
summon
is
the power of
probably
sharks
one
then?
of the descendants of Ogami, the old granny lady who had the seance technique. I'm just guessing, could be wrong. Usually that's how curse techniques work in this series. It's like My
Passed down
Hero,
from
they
a
are
generation.
hereditary. But also like My Hero, I guess the curse techniques kind of change and alter as they are passed down hereditarily. Not extreme the way that quirks are,
That'd be a weird
but
power.
I guess they
If you
just
wear
subtly
something,
change.
you
And
get
since it's
powers.
been like 68 years or whatever, it's understandable that it has changed a lot. And we do know that curse techniques kind of change and alter with, contemporary times or whatever. There was like a comment made about Hikari's curse technique. I forget exactly who made the
Jackpot.
comment on it. It might have been
Pure
Gakugami,
love
but he said
train.
something along the lines of like, new curse techniques are all weird and complicated. The way that like Hikari's patchy slot curse technique slash domain expansion thing worked. But anyway, long story short, Osada is dressing up like this shark because he's summoning the powers of it to be able to smell blood because he's trying to track the true creature that has been killing and attacking people, and it turns out
Oh,
it's just this tiger. It's not like a cursed spirit tiger or anything, it's just
a
a regular
regular
tiger.
tiger?
Back in the day, some foreigners brought these tigers to Japan in this area, and they like escaped or something, and then they inbred, and it eventually led to this tiger, Toranosuke. The whole conflict here is that Osada doesn't want to kill Toranosuke because he's like attached to it because he knew it as a cub, and Tsurugi's like, no, we need to kill this thing because it has
You
killed
he don't want to
before
kill.
and
I'm
it's
saying it's
infused with
killing
human
hella
blood,
people.
so on and so forth. And of course, this is supposed to like split the
He's gonna let it
audience.
run
You're
around.
gonna have the animal lovers and the more affable people that are like, keep the tiger alive. Let's try to reform it. Let's try to put it in a better environment. It is our fault for bringing it there in the first place and having it, the situation happen the way that it did. And then we have the Tsurugi type people that are like, no, just instantly kill it. That seems to be the pragmatic thing to do. So they eventually come across Toranosuke and it attacks them, of course, because it's a freaking tiger.
Me
And
personally,
Osada
I would kill
realizes
it.
in that
I
moment, well,
mean,
this isn't the
it'd be
same
hard,
Osada
but
that I knew back in the day. It's a completely different
man-eating tiger on the loose.
badass now. And I guess he essentially just allows Tsurugi to kill it, And Tsurugi does take it out swiftly. And like Meru, Deku, Gary Stu guy is, upset over this. And his whole mission here is to like see if humans are compatible with the Sumerians. And he also explains that his curse technique is shared with Cross, his younger twin brother, so he's forbidden from using it except for emergencies. And it's at this moment that Tsurugi realizes, oh, he has a twin brother. That
Now he gets
angel
it.
from last night was probably him. But going further, Meru says that my brother can tell if I use a lot of energy, and if it ever gets to the point of where I have to use my power, it would only make him trust Earthlings less. So that's why he hesitated before. Even though he used his curse technique in the first chapter within an hour of meeting them, and then he used whatever his eye blast thing is. Minutes after that, I don't know like what the eye blast thing is. It might just be a
Third
Sumerian thing
eye?
or whatever, but he said that his curse technique was like he can help people find things that they want, more or less. But anyway, this is like a further bonding moment for Meru
The
and
all-seeing eye? What? Like,
Tiger, and they get back on
kind of
track.
power is that?
Then we discover that there is another tiger cub that was left behind by Tornosuke, and
A baby
Tsurugi
tiger.
is about to go and just instantly take it out.
Hey, I don't blame him.
I like that. I like that Tsurugi is about to
Instantly
take
kill
it
it? I
out.
don't
And
blame
I
him.
know that this is supposed to split the audience down the middle, or maybe into thirds or whatever, but ultimately he doesn't wind up taking it out, and he does trust that Osada is going to take care of this tiger. So Osada essentially gets to have his cake and eat it here. Maybe even the audience too. And Meru's like, "Are you sure about this?" And Tsurugi's like, "Doesn't matter. Nobody knows how that cub will turn out, just like with us." And that, reinforces Meru in thinking like, "Oh, maybe humans and the Sumerians can coexist." And like I said, this is pretty solid chapter, a good way to give depth to Tsurugi, and it's kind of just overall like a low stakes
Hope the
kind of
chat,
steady
hope the
lightning chapter.
tiger
Not everything has
is
to be, "Oh
chilling.
my god, the world's ending, we gotta figure out how to fix it," what I mean? But
And
let me know
the
what you think
shark
after this
dude in the
review down below,
future,
guys.
the tiger and the shark dude in the future are a good duo. Well, that's it for chapter 3. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.